Hello, this is Kit Cabela with Veracity In Defiance, and I'm here today joined by.
Zerlina Smith.
All right, welcome, and thank you for sitting down with us here at Veracity In Defiance. So, why don't you please tell us and our viewers who you are and what you do with the Green Party?
I am a former 29th Ward automatic candidate. I was the former Jill Stein 2016 Illinois State Regional Coordinator. I am a single mother and a homeowner in the South Austin community.
All right. Now, essentially, what attracted you to the Green Party, and why are you actively involved in this third party?
What attracted me to the Green Party, and is I'm quite sure my daughter would like to say, is I was looking for a real alternative, and the alternative was what best fit me as a mother to lead by example. And the Green Party has pillars that embody me. When I march and I protest and I advocate for children of color and communities of color, the Green Party was the only party that I could relate to because their values were in line with mine. And with the 7-year-old daughter, I wanted a party that had morals. And the two-party system that we have in the state of Illinois and mostly in the city of Chicago has shown that they do not care about communities of color. So I chose to become a Green Party member and be active supporting the Green Party because they stood for something other than corporate greed.
Now, it's clear corporate media, as well as the two political establishment parties, the Republicans and Democrats, want to go with the narrative that third parties are a wasted vote, that they don't count, that they're irrelevant, that they really get in the way of progress. What is your rebuttal to that?
What progress have we gotten? When you walk outside your door, is it the vision of what you want it to be? When you look at the city of Chicago, it is the most segregated city in the nation.
Hyper segregated.
Exactly, and it's constantly being gentrified, pushing minorities out of their communities that they've called home for most of the time that they've either lived here or for their whole life because of the taxation. And when you think about the Jim Crow laws, that's how they have us as people of color living because it's a house nigga and it's a field nigga when it comes to the Democrat and the Republican Party. They only come around when they want the field niggas vote as well as the house niggas. And after they get it, they continue to keep us divided.
Now, right now, Dr. Jill Stein is doing the recount. What has been the initial, I guess, maybe outreach by the Green Party? Has there been an increased movement of volunteers coming to the Green Party? Because I know you're with the Illinois Green Party as well. Have you seen more people, like stand up and say, "Hey, I'm interested. What are you guys about?"
Well, I was just with Jill Stein 2 weeks ago in New York with the recount and with Jill Stein in Michigan with the recount where 70,000 voter frauds was brought to attention and they still did not want to continue the recount. The recount has kept the Green Party or made the Green Party relevant to people who didn't know anything about it. I'm thankful that I am a socialist, that I was able to be in a circle with a room full of people that were Greens that educated me on an alternative. So when you think of a third party, think of a party that you want to leave behind for your children because the parties that we have right now will be here only for themselves and their families. And the recount has made the Illinois, the Nationals, the Michigans, the Wisconsins relevant. I want to say something other, but my daughter's sitting here. It has made us relevant. It has woken people up, and we have seen a high rise and people wanting to volunteer, people with all walks of life that want to be a part of a campaign that had real issues that got blacked out during the presidential election because of the two-party system. So yes, we have a phenomenal amount of new volunteer members who want to get out and get engaged with looking for new candidates, donating money. I actually did a donate page for Jill Stein for the recount. So we are going to raise money and we're going to become a fully established party, not just in Illinois, but across the nation, regardless of what the Democrats and the Republicans think, because it's time for change, and change looks like me.
Exactly. So, the next 4 years, we're going to be under a President Trump administration. Do you feel that more people are still going to remain awoke? And also added on to this, if Hillary Clinton were to have won the general election, Do you feel that people would still have this amount of backlash or resist Trump, or this amount of anger towards this clear election fraud that happened in our general election?
You know, Cherish wants to answer it. Answer it. No, you're not going to answer it now. Okay. I think that neither one of them was qualified to represent the United States of America. Um, she felt as though she was privileged. He thought that it was a joke, and he won because he was the only one who resonated with people, regardless of what color they were. When you think about him talking about the violence in the city of Chicago, on the streets of the South and the West Side, we have a president that was supposedly from Chicago who never spoke about it, who never came out publicly and addressed any of our issues. So, with the way this election turned out, I said good for the Democrats, good for the Republicans, but bad for the people who is going to need those financial grants, medical, all those other things that Trump will shut down. But it's our time to shine and to find candidates to run against the Trumps again, whether it's Dr. Jill Stein or whether it's the cherishes of the world. It's time to make sure that we let both parties know that you will no longer get a free ride, and people, the millions of people that voted for Dr. Jill Stein want change, and he has 4 years, yes, but I know that's all he'll have.
So there's going to be a movement of people being awoke. And do you want to add something to it?
I think that Donald Trump about the election. I think that why did Donald Trump want to take away the people's power? And why I think that, because I heard him say on TV he wants to take away Obamacare, but I don't get why that is a good idea.
Well, there's a lot of people concerned about their health care. That's very true, and we're only hoping that more people stand up and say, please don't take away our health care.
And that's coming from a 7-year-old. So that lets you know that we have to lead by example. And right now, if we don't teach the next generation that the third party isn't a party to rig the election or to just be a pawn in it to split the vote, that people won't know we exist. We're here to win, not just to be a pawn or a joke, as other elected officials have stated, even so the president. We're here to give real issues and real people a chance to survive, because right now we're done. We're done.
And last question, where can our viewers and subscribers find out more information about the Green Party and the Illinois Green Party? Because
It's a webpage, IllinoisGreenParty.com. You can find us. You can find me on the picket line. You can find anybody on issues in the Green Party. Just Google it. Just Google it. We are easy to find, and we are out here. We're everyday people, tax-paying United States citizens, and we're here for the people of color, immigrants, disabled, whatever it is that you think that you need to do. We're working on policy for 2017. We're vetting candidates for 2017 in the future to run for these seats. And if you want to be a part of a real movement, not a pop-up movement, or one that you are just content with because your grandmama told you to vote for, come out and get to know the people of the Green Party.
all right, thank you so much. All right, peace and stay woke.